Caitlin with BNF. I am here with Adriana Selleri Rocha, and today she did an awesome talk and shared with us, I think, 10 ways to get free accommodation while we're traveling as nomads.
My name is Adriana. I'm from Brazil originally, but now I live between Malta and Bansko mostly. My work is mostly related to IT software engineering and business analysis consulting, but on the side I also do a lot of projects with digital nomads. I'm part of co-working, co-living projects, and also I do some meetups for nomads in Malta.
Awesome. So how long have you been getting free accommodation for? What kind of started you?
I mean, since forever, pretty
Forever?
much.
Yeah.
When I was studying, I managed to discover ways to travel and having the accommodation included in the scholarships. And then when I became an expat, I started traveling and having as a package, part of my work package, the accommodation included as well. And then this has been more than 10 years now. And then in 2022, I discovered this platform of home swapping. And since then, I do mostly home swaps.
So I haven't used the home swapping myself yet. I've used house sitting a bit. Someone had asked a question about the house sitting. They wanted to know like how hard or easy is it to actually gain that experience at first so you can actually get those house sits, because I think getting your first one is typically the hardest.
Exactly, it's quite competitive nowadays, and of course you don't want to leave your pets with someone that you don't know, doesn't have any references. So my recommendation is always to try to pet sit or house sit for friends or for family first to get some reviews, and then you have bigger chances to get like professional posts afterwards.
Awesome. And then as far as the home exchange goes, so I mean that's primarily if you have some sort of home. You said if you own the home or if you rent the home, you can even do that. So if you don't have a home like me, I guess the next best thing probably would be that house sitting, right?
Yes, probably, yes. Okay. Probably it would be the easiest. House sitting or pet sitting, if you like pets.
Great. Have you ever had a home exchange where you had to watch the pets as well?
Yes, I did. I did a couple of cases, and last one was in France. I had a cat to pet sit and also some plants. So in many home exchanges, you also take care of the plants for them.
All right. I think it's easier to keep the pet alive than the plants sometimes.
That's true.
So you gave us 9+ ways of traveling the world without paying for accommodation. I'm just going to read them off really quick. You said house sitting and pet sitting, work exchange, volunteering, hospitality exchange networks, home swapping, which is what you're currently doing and your favorite, using travel rewards and points, monasteries or religious housing, which I've only started hearing about that more. So I think that's really interesting. Becoming an accommodation tester, also really cool. Staying with friends and family, I think that's super underrated, like you said.
Yes.
I always sometimes forget that I can ask people that.
Exactly, right? And especially with such a big network like we nomads have. Yeah.
Exactly. You come to this, you're meeting 750+ people.
From different countries, so many possibilities.
One of them will host you somewhere in the world.
Yes.
All right, and then you said scholarships with sponsored accommodation.
Yes, that's quite common as well. It's more popular than people think. Yeah.
Yeah. Besides the home swapping, what do you think is like your second favorite one? My second
favorite one is Host a Sister. Is a network only for women. So it's a trusted network of women hosting other women around the world, and not only hosting, but if you are just traveling solo to a place, you can contact someone from this network just for meetups and to have someone to go around with you if you feel unsafe. There are many cases in this Facebook group of Host a Sister where someone is in a dangerous situation and they ask for help, and then there is always someone willing to help. So it's really an asset for women.
Wow. Is that the Facebook group that you're referring to?
Yeah, there is a Facebook group, but they have their own website as well.
Oh, awesome. Okay, because I think I've seen the Facebook group.
Yes.
Do you have any other like Facebook groups or other communities that you suggest to look for?
Yes, even for the home exchanges. So there is a Facebook group for that. And people can advertise their home exchange in case they have a specific time frame where the house is going to be available and they want to fill the gaps. So it's also very useful. And most of these other networks, they have groups where you can connect with other people doing the same and also exchange ideas, exchange information.
Wow. So we didn't get to all your questions today on stage. So I have pulled them up here.
Oh, wow.
We just talked about a couple of them. So I'm just gonna, rapid fire a few of these at you. When you are allowing people to stay in your property when you aren't there, what are some tips that you recommend to protect your home?
So basically I do this through a trusted website, right? So when you pay the membership of the website, you have already some guarantees. When someone stays in your home, after they leave, you have a few days to evaluate the stay.
Okay.
And then if they damaged anything, they have the credit card details of the person, so you have guarantees, and they're going to keep this amount blocked to pay for any damages or something, and you can even claim further damages if something happens. Honestly, I never had any bad experiences with home exchange. I did more than 60 in 4 years, and I never had any issues.
Wow.
Maximum someone breaks a glass and then they replace the glass or something like that. But since they also receive people in their homes, I think people tend to be more respectful towards your home as well. But precautions I would recommend, okay, lock any valuables or anything that's really important, documents in a safe place. But I'm not very attached to things, so in general I leave everything open. Even my clothes are inside the wardrobe. I just reserve a certain part of the wardrobe for the guests so they also can feel welcome.
You're making me want to go purchase a house. Just so I can do home exchange.
You don't need to purchase, you can just rent.
Or just rent. Yes, yes. Regarding points arbitrage,
Yep.
which you talked about a little bit, which locations would you say are better to own a flat to maximize your points?
In general, as I suggested on stage, like I think it would be better to get a place that is popular, that is touristic, but a bit underrated. So for instance, Bansko or even Chiang Mai, where you can get like a cheaper property, because then you can have guarantees that many people are going to stay along the year.
Okay.
You accumulate points, and then you can use those points for more popular
And these are
sports
the
like
points within the home exchange applications.
exactly.
Okay, great.
Because this is a great way. You pay less for the accommodation yourself, but then by hosting people, you accumulate the points and you can stay anywhere.
Okay. And then, so the one that I haven't heard of was the becoming a tester for accommodations.
Yes.
You know, you hear about like content creators and things
Yes.
sort of going to places and taking photos, and maybe there's some
Yes.
testing in a sense there, but I've never like heard of this website. It was like lti-members.com.
Yes.
Do you have any personal experience about that?
A friend of mine was part of this website, but up to 2023. Honestly, I cannot vouch for this one because I am not a member of this community, so I cannot say exactly how it works. But my friend told me that she stayed in a couple of places, but it has become more difficult because there is a lot of people interested in this kind of stays, of course.
Yeah, I know. I'm really interested
Yes.
in that myself, so I'm
Yes,
gonna look into
yes,
that. I put
yes.
that on my list for the next thing to do.
Yeah.
One free accommodation tip that I wanted to add from my experience.
Please.
And that's actually volunteering at events. So that's what I'm doing here as a lead volunteer, and I am exchanging my time for accommodation here in Bansko.
Exactly. I think that's a great way.
Yeah, it was so great having you on stage and on our panel. And is there anything, like any other tips that you want to add? Anything that you didn't get to say on stage that you want to?
Well, there are some other more creative ways as well. There is a travel network for companions.
Okay.
So basically, it's a kind of a sugar daddy website for traveling.
Okay.
I never tested that myself, and I wouldn't vouch for this kind of thing, but may work for some people. So that's another curious way that you can also try.
I love that. It's all about getting creative, I guess, right? Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.